Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. Today we're going to be learning our connections. Most of the letters all connect from the baseline, so that's going to be really easy. There are 4 letters that do not, so we'll get to that in just a minute. I'm going to show you some letters to connect from the baseline. I'm going to teach you a couple things that you need to know about dotting I's, J's, and T's, and then we'll move on to those special connections. So our first word that we're going to write is at. So we're going to write A, come right down to the baseline for the tail for the A, and the tail becomes the beginning of the T, just like that. Okay, so A, T. Whoops, and that T did not look too good, so I'm going to write at again. Remember, when we're practicing, we just cross out and keep going. We're not going to take time to erase. You can erase when you're writing for an assignment. Okay, there we go, at. All right, now we're going to write the word ate, like I ate dinner, because that T is in the middle of the word, and I want you to remember to finish the word before you cross your T. Do not pick up your pencil between letters or in the middle of letters. So we're going to do our A, our T, and our E. Pick up your pencil and cross your T. Just like that. It's that simple. Okay, let's do dotting. So let's write the word just. J, U, S, T. Now notice I didn't stop to make any dots or cross my T, but now that I'm done with the word, I'm going to go back and dot my J and cross my T, just like that. When I'm going to do a word like sit, I need to dot that I, but not till I'm done. Dot my I, cross my T. So that's something you can practice. You'll get used to it as you practice more and more. Okay, we have 4 letters that have poodle tails. We have the B, the O, the V, and the W. Okay, and really the only thing you need to learn with that poodle tail connection is not to come down to the baseline before you write your next letter. If you do, it can look like another letter, like an I or an R, and you don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and write some words using these letters, and then you can practice on your own. Remember, you can always rewatch these videos if you're having trouble. So we're going to write the word bat first. We've already practiced at, and now we're just going to add a B to the front. So let's do the B. And remember that B, you tuck it in just a little, and then you have your poodle tail. Now you're going to make like a little place for your A to live. Notice how I kind of came up and over just a little tiny bit? Okay, now don't pick up your pencil. I'm just showing you what to look for. So I made this little place for my A to live, and I'm going to come back around and touch and come up for my T. And that's the word bat. I'll do it one more time without picking up my pencil. B, A, T. Bat. Okay, now we're going to have a little bit of fun with the B and the O, because I like to write the word boot because it looks like the O's are hanging on a clothesline. So here's the B. Tuck it in. Come over for your O. Remember, don't drop down. Make a place for your O to live. Come back around and touch. Stay nice and high. Make another place for the next O to live. Come back, up and touch, and then you're going to come straight into your T just like that. It looks kind of like the T is stepping down off of the O. I did not come down to the baseline first. He has 1 foot up here and 1 foot on the floor. He's stepping down. Okay, that's boot. Now, if you make it the second O incorrectly, which many 3rd graders are apt to do because it looks funny to them till they get used to it, you'll end up writing the word boat. And I want to show you the difference so you remember not to drop down off that O before you come into the T. So B, O, A, remember this is boat, T. And see how that's different? This one there's a space there, and here it drops down and comes back up again. So those are very different. Okay, we want to make a vat of punch. That is the word we're focusing on. So we're going to start with a hump for the V and a dip, and keep that poodle tail high. Make the A and come up to your T. And we're going to go ahead and write the word of. You're going to write the word of a lot, so it's a good one to practice. So you make your O, keep the poodle tail high. Remember that F is going to be stepping off of the O, just like the T did, and come down like that. And then punch is nice because all the letters just connect off the baseline. So just make your P, your U, your N, your C, and your H. That of punch. Now the only one we haven't done yet is the W. Sounds like a fire truck is going by. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, so we're going to write the word Y, because Y is a word that we write quite often in school. So you're going to come up, touch your midline, touch your midline, touch your midline. Now you're going to make your poodle tail and go right into the H. Down to your baseline, come back up, and make your hump and your dip and your tail for Y. So practice those connections, review them constantly, and practice doing good connections in all of your writing for school. Next up, we're going to start doing capital letters.